And welcome back. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. We got the strings for the lads, the troubadours, the debt settled. I paid it.
I've squared things with the innkeeper. Your debt's been settled.
Our savior! We knew you'd support our artistic souls and save our mortal bodies.
May your name live in glory!
Your glory shall be sealed by the song we wrote for you.
Oh my god, what have you done?
Fuck yeah! For you and about you, our hero!
Oh Lord.
Definitely not going to sing those words, right?
Which words?
You know exactly
I'm
the words.
just joking. Right, you ready?
Can't tune the strings.
You've got one job. Good? Right.
When it seems you're out of luck,
There's just one man who gives a fuck.
a friend who'll never leave you stuck. Now who can that friend be?
Well,
Ludiek?
Henry, our hero Henry, the fellow who helps his fellow man. Henry, reliable Henry, he gets the job done the best he can.
I like the terracotta pothead.
Oh, oh, watch out, here we go. Oh, oh, I can't hear you in the back.
When you want to string your lute and trumpet with your bag drum,
Who will pull a sheep gut out through the creature's rectum? Oh, Henry, we thank you, Henry, the fellow who helps his fellow man.
his fellow man.
Henry, let's drink to Henry. He gets the job done the best he can. Yeah!
So, how did you like it?
Weren't we fantastic? I tell you, that loot really gave it a punch.
I'd say we were incomparable. Chi la dura la vince. You can't keep a good man down. The world awaits us.
Awaits us with open arms.
It was interesting.
It was quite interesting.
Interesting?
I mean, I never heard anything like it in my life.
Ah, you want to say new?
Yeah, that's it. Definitely original. Maybe a bit too much.
Ha! I knew you'd like it.
Dear Enrico, thank you for everything. It's time for us to shake the dust of this God-forsaken place off our feet and seek our fortune in the big wide world.
Kuttenberg, here we come!
New life! Here we come!
What about my reward?
Now, hold your horses, fellas. What about my reward for everything I've done for you?
We've already paid you back, my friend.
Didn't you hear the ode we wrote about you?
Look, that's all very nice. But what about some coin?
Please, Henry, don't be so base. No gold in the world can match the luster of our velvet voices.
Just wait till that song about you makes the rounds. You'll be so famous you'll have to fend off the women with a pitchfork.
Besides, you've gained the most valuable thing in all the world. Friends.
Farewell, friend. And thanks for everything. A jug of wine, thanks. Greetings, you friend.
Alright. What's up next?
Good morning to you.
I'm looking for the barber, Feeler.
Then you found him. What can I do for you?
Give me a haircut.
Well, hurry up. There's some fights to be fought. The whole tavern is waiting for you.
I know, but my Dorothy has forbidden me from going.
Forbidden? Why?
She says I have to make certain everyone's orderly and whatever. One bloke, and I'm in charge of a whole bunch of girls. Meanwhile, this is a pretty decent business. Nobody has made any problems for as long as I can remember.
But if you don't come, the fights can't start.
Then you try to convince Dorothy. I've already tried.
What would you like?
Why don't you want to allow Feeler to fight?
Because he always beats everybody up. Then the lads are all black and blue, and the girls don't have a lot of business. Putting poultices on bruises isn't going to pay for a new roof.
Have no fear. If you let him go, I'll give him such a going over he won't want to fight ever again.
Well, you seem like you might be able to manage that. But don't go and cripple him or anything. He has a lot of work to do here.
Don't worry. I'll be careful.
All right, then. Take Fiala with you. But this time, it really is the last time.
Goodman, come here for a moment.
Why not?
Did I hear right that you're going to compete in the fights at the tavern?
Aye, I'm planning to. Why?
Well, I have a favour to ask of you.
And what do you need, girl?
One of the fighters, named Bohunek, he takes care of the horses here.
What about him?
I want you to give him a proper beat.
And why?
Did something happen?
He often comes to me, but last time he came drunk. He ordered a bath, something to eat and drink, but then he suddenly knocked the tray out of my hand and started groping me.
Wait, he...
No, luckily not. But when I pulled away from him, he hit me so hard I thought he'd knock my eye out.
Bastards like that should get a proper beating. Hitting girls.
So you'll give him a hiding?
You better believe it. He won't put his hands on you anymore.
Thank you. Then come and see me. I'll figure out a way to repay you.
Just so sad.
Excuse me.
No, you don't. Get up. Let's go and fight.
Really? So Dorothy allowed it?
She said she'd let you go this one last time.
That's my girl. Let's go. We can't keep the lads waiting.
Come and fight.
Wunderbar. Ausgezeichnet. Möchtest du wetten? It's more fun when you have something to lose or win.
Here you go.
That is what I like to see.
I suck at this, baby.
Oh, verdammter Mistkerl! Meine Nase!
I say that as I beat his ass. I wonder what happens if I steal anything from him.
I'm sure we can sort this out.
How dare you? You'll give everything back and...
Fine then. I'll give everything back and pay compensation.
That's better. But don't think I'll forget this.
I didn't steal nothing. I attempted to steal something. Dragon saddle still marked stolen.
Careful. You gave me a beating. If you broke meine grazilen Finger, I won't be able to play anything for a while.
Thanks for the fight.
Ja. You too. Here are your winnings.
Thanks.
This'll have to be enough.
Have you come to get your ass kicked?
What do you enjoy about fighting so much?
What do I know? Sometimes it's just fun to punch, and it makes quite an impression on the girls. When a man has a sound punch, a girl feels safer with him.
I also fought for a girl in a tavern once. Some boar was bothering her, so I stepped in.
Ha! I hope the lass was worth it. And did you win?
Aye. I kicked his arse black and blue.
Aha! Unless you're just talking shit. I'll have to be careful.
Do you show off like that often?
Only when I have a feeling some wench might be watching. And that's nearly always, since the bathhouse is next door. So if you thought I ever go easy on anybody, you couldn't be more wrong.
Let's fight.
It'll be my pleasure. But before we start, I'll collect the bet.
I do.
And now, prep.
Wipe the floor with him!
Christ, I'm hit! You don't look like it, but you're a good fighter. Here you go. And you owe me a tooth, you cunt.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
What the fuck are you on about?
That's for Anna. And if I ever hear you touched her again, I'll use my steel instead of my fists.
All right, fine. I'll leave her alone.
I'm sorry.
It happens! Just watch where you're going next time.
I think Bahunek won't be bothering you anymore.
Did you give him a proper licking?
A proper licking? That's an understatement. I beat the shit out of him.
I knew I could rely on you. Unfortunately, I can't pay you for it. I can barely make ends meet myself. But I can sew clothes and wounds.
Thanks. That'll come in handy.
And I can also teach you something. How to mix a special ointment or to make a few stitches with a needle. What do you say?
I'd like to learn something. I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested in?
Give it another time.
Does your Dorothy hold you back a bit?
Think whatever you want, but she turned me into a decent bloke. She's only trying to keep me away from temptation.
And what were you before?
A drunken good-for-nothing who could even lose his own soul at dice.
So what did she see in you?
That's a long story, but it involves Dorothy, me, a pitchfork, and the arse of one uppity customer. Could it be?
What?
Let me at him.
You said dice.
So, are we gonna fight or not?
You better believe it. But we have to bet first, right? Let's make this interesting.
I wanted to pickpocket him.
The bet sounds good. Here
If
you are.
have any dice
That's
on
what I
it.
like to see. Fight!
Give it all you've got!
Go fuck
Ooh.
yourself. Let me enjoy this one last time. Take that!
He may end up beating my ass.
Let me.
Good many falls.
Dorothy was right. I should let the others do the fighting now.
Good fight. Thanks.
You're welcome, lad. You beat me fair and square. But if you want to practice anything or learn something else, come and see me. I'm certain Dorothy wouldn't mind that. Here you go. It's all yours. And from now on, I'm going to make a living through boring but honest work. Don't forget to go and see Lawrence. He has a nice reward waiting for the winner.
I'd like to learn something.
What do you want to know?
Later.
I'm sorry.
Greetings, my friend.
I defeated all my opponents.
I noticed, and I couldn't believe my own eyes. I thought Fiala would send you home crying, but you certainly does.
Thanks.
By the way, if you enjoy fighting, go and see Crazel the miller in Lower Semine. Maybe he'd let you try your strength against some of his hired hands.
Maybe I will, if I'm ever in the area.
brings you here?
I'd like to use...
What'll it be?
Tend to my wounds, prepare me a bath, and wash my clothes, please.
Excellent. Pay up and we can get started.
Oh,
Let's talk about the price.
Certainly. No problem.
let's try to get away with 14. Or 13 even.
All right then, let's get to it. Follow me.
There, all better. I hope that's all your aches and pains taken care of. And Christ! Pardon me.
Greetings to you.
Let's fast travel to Samine. um,
Oh, you pooch.
What? I don't have a lot of time, but I'm always up for a game of dice and a flagon of wine.
I hear you. Never any harm in that. Anyway, that's about all we can do right now. Bugger it. Nothing for it but to perch here and wait for our tree.
What do you mean for your tree? You're waiting for it to chop itself down?
Actually, I mean, wait until we can get to work on it.
But what's the hold-up with your tree?
In short, we found the perfect oak for a new mill wheel. Only some horsens set up camp beneath it for the night. And now we're waiting for them to haul off. Bugger it.
What's your actual line of work?
Me and Yira here are axemen. We make our way round the mills fixing their wheels.
Yeah, and spending half the day sitting by the wayside, eh?
Whoa now, laddie. It takes a lot of walking to find the right tree. There's a lot more to it than you think, bugger it.
Why don't you just send those reprobates packing? You got hands like shovels, and you're scared of a few vagrants?
Vagrants? Hell, man, they're armed to the teeth. They'd kill us, bugger it. And don't stoke my fire, lad, else you'll see what these shovels of mine can do to your face.
Come on, then.
Let's see what you're made of, lad. Didn't see that coming, eh? Come on, again. Thought you were going to teach me how to fight, lad. But that was a pretty good fight. Hope your back's not too sore on your travels. Excuse me.
You should too.
Aye, you're right. So I don't make a fool of myself.
Hmm.
So I says to him, "No, father, I haven't been fornicating. I've just been loving my neighbour."
Hey! You alright there, laddie?
Oh, you should have seen him. He went as red as a cardinal's hat. Aye. Hey, servant, bring some wine.
Me? No, I'm not a servant.
Oh, I know. Old Samine is saving supplies for the wedding later. But you didn't need to bother your wee head about that.
Look, I'm not from here.
Oh. I didn't give a fuck what you fray. You speak our language, do you not?
Well, Yurko, seems to me this fella doesn't know how to behave toward his betters.
The old man's hired hands are lacking in manners. We'll soon fix that.
I'd rather just shoot you with my bow.
You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit.
Go on, send them hopping.
Christ! Come on. Oh, you wee
What in the devil's name is fucking going on here?
What do you think's going on, Grandad? I'm teaching you. Why, Grandad? An old captain like you probably still remember the flood.
True enough, Yurko. I am old. And I remember all sorts of things. Like you. When you were a little nipper running around here bare arse, with a ribbon in your hair, screaming out how you was Princess Sophie. Poor lad, hadn't a moment's peace from his big sisters.
What about that wine?
Who in God's name are you?
Henry. The Takoff blacksmith sent me. Radovan.
Blacksmith, eh?
Ha!
Then you'll have some explaining to do.
Good
Come
going,
along and
Val.
never mind that fool Yurko.
You're a good dog.
Young Samin's getting married, so we has to put up with his kin from Moravia.
You're a good dog, yo. Yeah.
We'll be needing a dozen geese. And I must tell Vashek to get 3 pigs ready for slaughter. And the carters will have to be sent to Yetchin to get at least a peck of poppy seed for cakes. And gingerbread spices. Oh, and wine, too. It's almost all gone. What we bought only last week.
Enter!
Sorry to intrude, sir. This is Henry, blacksmith Radovan's hand.
Oh, excellent. Dorothy, leave us now. Just make sure that there's plenty of everything so long as it doesn't cost too much.
But, sir...
Not another word! Leave us! So Radovan sent you alone. Who's going to unload it all? It's a whole cartload.
Yeah, Radovan sent me, sir, but not with the goods. The thing is, he's missing his cart, along with the carter in his hands.
What? But they never came here. Are you telling me they got lost?
Well, I couldn't tell you what happened to them, sir, but it's my job to find them.
There are all sorts of vermin roaming the countryside.
Oh, no
sir.
need to imagine the worst right off, gnarly. Anyway, I need the load from that cart, so saddle up your old nag and we'll ride out, Captain. I could do with a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to the eyeballs with counting geese and pies.
What about Henry here, sir?
Well, what about him?
We could use an extra pair of hands. You know how my shoulder's acting up. Yurko is shit-faced, and your son...
The older has work to do. All right, take Henry with you if you want. Just so long as he doesn't slow us down.
Thank you, sir.
So, lad, you going with us? I hope you're happy about it.
I'll be right back. My dog wants to.
Yeah. I'll be glad to help you.
Oh, you reckon we can't manage on our own?
No, that's not how I meant it.
Take it easy, son. I'm only yanking your pizzle. So, do you know what to do?
There.
Or have you got any more questions?
Good boy.
Actually, there is something I'd like to ask about. This Yurko and his mates, who are they?
They're Lord Samin's kin. They're fine as long as they don't get too much booze inside them.
Only they're from Moravia, so they're never far from the booze.
But what could I tell you, lad? Each to himself. Besides, they stick with the family when push comes to shove. And you can't say that about everyone.
And you, sir? What is it you do?
Well, son, I wonder if I haven't made a mistake about you. If you haven't figured me out by now, you can't be very bright.
No, I just meant, what exactly is it you do for Lord Semin? And your name isn't exactly very common.
I'm the captain here, and I'm sure I don't have to tell you what a captain does. As for my name, it's a nickname Lord Samin's grandpa gave me. May he rest in peace. When I joined his service as a young fella, I took my Nardi club with me. Wouldn't use anything else. I was used to it. And more than once helped me to, well, win an argument. I broke many a hard skull with it. And it's still in one piece. We've been together so long, we even share the same name.
You're lucky you didn't turn out to be Captain Knob.
Or Captain Headcracker. You're right.
I'd like to go and see that wedding.
Wouldn't we all, lad? And what would you do there?
Well, I heard Lord von Berghoff will be at the wedding, and I need to speak with him.
Son, I don't know if you're serious or yanking my pizzle. Anyways, you're Radovan's hand, ain't you? He'll be coming to the wedding. He's making a wedding gift for the groom. Stick with him, and maybe he'll take you with him.
We should probably get going.
My thoughts exactly. Off to the courtyard, then.
Oh, Rob. Just kidding. I look like two, but...
Careful.
Well, hurry the fuck up, gnarly. Coming through, dog. Are you yanking my pizzle?
I'm ready to set out, Captain.
Great. Now stick close to us, lad, and don't go wandering off.
All right, Captain.
Where will we start searching, sir?
If they drove out of Tarkov and headed towards us, they had to pass through Troskovitz.
Right, sir. You keep up with us, son. Troskovitz ain't far, but it seems there's fellas vanishing on the way.
Very good, Captain.
What do you think about it, Captain?
I know you told me not to jump to any conclusions, sir.
Well, if you two fucking knobs would move.
Off. We won't wait for you forever. Is it true, Henry?
Fucking move.
Did Yurko and his cronies assault you?
It was nothing. Just a bit of a friendly brawl. They clearly had a skinful. I can understand it.
Well, I've sure as hell got no understanding for it. I hope they didn't hurt you.
Young Henry here gave Yurko a nice hammering.
Oh, that's no surprise. The fella can hardly stand upright most of the time.
You'd have to get up early to catch them sober. But they wasn't that drunk as to give Henry an easy fight.
Look here, lad. If you're such a champion, I'm sure you'd accept the challenge of an old man like myself.
It would be an honor, sir.
Excellent. Not afraid, eh? That's what I like to see. There's an abandoned pen along the path a bit. We'll stop off there and see what you're made of.
All right, sir. If you'll excuse me, I'll explain some things to the youngster here first. Wouldn't want no accidents happening.
Can we speed it up a bit, boys? Kind of slow. Yeah. It'll take us all day to get to Troskowitz or whatever it's called. This is the pen.
So, we're here. Gnarly, tell the youngster here what's what.
Why are you getting back on your horse, you old fuck?
All right, son. You're going to fight Lord Sameen. It'll be an honourable fight, so you better act accordingly. Hold on a mo. I'll give you some gear for it.
Wait.
What weapon will you give me?
What would you like?
I believe the quill is mightier than the sword.
Is that so? Well, that's nice, son. Next time you meet a fella on the road who wants to rob you, you can write a sonnet about it. Or maybe you try and tickle him to death.
What I meant was... Well,
What do I care? Just save the wise arsery for someone with the stomach for it. You can have my cudgel. It might be just a stick, but it's my stick, so careful with it.
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thank.
Well, I don't want to fight him with a cudgel. We'll load that one. But that's the one where we're riding out. I'm just gonna answer sword, man. Tell him I got a weapon.
Where will we start searching, sir?
If they drove out of Tarkov and headed towards us, they had to pass through Troskowitz.
Right, sir. You keep up with us, son. Troskowitz ain't far, but it seems there's fellas vanishing on the way.
Very good, Captain.
What do you think about it, Captain?
I know you told me not to jump to any conclusions, sir, but I can't help myself. Someone's running rampant around here, sir.
I know who's running rampant. Yurko in the cellar. We're out of wine again. I knew this wedding wouldn't be cheap, but I'm bleeding like a stuck pig. And the bailiff, the bride's father, you'd get more blood out of a stone than coin out of him. And then he behaves like I shit golden eggs just because I'm a noble. even though he's got more coin than me.
Such are the times, sir. But that Yurko, he's going too far.
You know how those Moravians are. It's in his blood.
Aye, I noticed. But they're getting too much to handle. Him and his cronies. They started on young Henry, soon as he set foot on the courtyard.
What? Is that true, Henry?
Well, with all due respect, sir, I wouldn't want to offend your relatives.
Don't worry, they're my wife's relatives. I see what you're getting at. So how did this little brawl of yours end up?
Young Henry here gave Yurko a nice hammering.
Oh, that's no surprise. The fella can hardly stand upright most of the time.
You'd have to get up early to catch them sober. But they wasn't that drunk as to give Henry an easy fight.
Look here, lad. If you're such a champion, I'm sure you'd accept the challenge of an old man like myself.
It would be an honor, sir.
Excellent. Not afraid, eh? That's what I like to see. There's an abandoned pen along the path a bit. We'll stop off there and see what you're made of.
All right, sir. If you'll excuse me, I'll explain some things to the youngster here first. Wouldn't want no accidents happening.
What a night.
So, we're here. Gnarly, tell the youngster here what's what.
All right, son. You're going to fight Lord Sameen. It'll be an honorable fight, so you better act accordingly. Hold on, Mo. I'll give you some gear for it.
That won't be necessary. I've got all I need.
Well, all right. But it never hurts to have something in reserve. You can have my cudgel. It might be just a stick, but it's my stick, so careful with it.
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thanks, and get your arse into the pen.
So, young'un, are you ready?
All right, let's do it.
Wanker. Wanker.
That's a lot of blood.
Come here, son. What do you say, son?
Whew. You really gave me the runaround.
I'm no spring chicken, but I'm as spry as ever.
God's truth, sir. You didn't disgrace yourself, but I can see the young un has spirit. Anyways, you can keep that old junk, Henry. Even my cudgel. But take care of the old fella. He might be just a piece of wood, but he saved my arse more than once.
I will, Captain.
And since you won, I've got something else for you as well. My shield.
Isn't that a bit too much, Gnarly?
Sir, my left shoulder's fucked anyway. I can't carry no shield.
True enough.
Thank you.
Ah, I needed that. It's good to stretch the limbs every now and again. And you're pretty handy, youngster. You should come to the courtyard and Gnarly here will give you a good education in the art of the sword.
I call it the art of not getting skewered as soon as you step foot outside the village. But do come, Henry. We've got a nice arena in Sameen. It ain't no abandoned pig pen.
You can't always choose your battleground, Gnarly. Whether it's a pig pen or an arena in Karlstein. It's the performance that counts. And while we're on the subject, where are you from, lad? It's clear you're not from Trotsky.
I'm from Silver Scallops, sir.
Aha! Now I understand why you're here. You're not the first one to flee here from the war.
I don't flee from a fight, sir. I have work here, and a lot of scores to settle.
You want to get revenge for what happened back home? That usually doesn't end well. You'd be better advised to find yourself a well-built girl, build a cottage, and visit the church and the tavern in turn. There's no helping the dead anyway.
That's nice advice, sir. Only women will tie you down, lad. Better to go and see a bit of the world. You're doing the right thing.
I wouldn't want that if someone gave it to me for free.
So, we're in Troskowitz. What now, sir? Should I go to the bailiff and ask if he might have seen someone?
Well, that makes sense. But the young fella here should do it. If the bailiff sees you, he'll guess I'm in the village and come and bother me. And I'm really not in the mood today for any bombardment of complaints.
I understand, sir. All right, Henry. Run along to the rat house and inquire about that wagon.
And Henry, not a word about me. Are we clear?
About who? Since you're not here, how could I speak of you?
That's what I like to hear. Now run along. All right.
Master Bailiff,
Can I ask you about something?
Ask away, by all means. Wait now, aren't you that lad who's helping Radovan in the forge?
Yeah, that's me.
I heard his hired hands went missing.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm here.
Ah, I was thinking they were driving awful fast with that cart.
You saw them?
I did, a few days back. They raced through the village in the early evening so fast, they were dropping sacks of charcoal.
Where were they headed?
Towards the east, to Apollonia on the road to Yichin. And you're looking for them?
I am indeed.
I'm glad to hear it. I heard there were goods for Semine on that cart, and I can do without that kind of trouble now, on account of the wedding, you know?
It seems you have a lot of concerns with that wedding, Master Bailiff.
Of course I do. I'm the father of the bride, after all. Although not everyone sees eye to eye with me. Lord Semine would be happier if I paid all the bills and left all the decisions up to him. Who's invited, what there'll be to eat and drink, entertainment, everything. It's not like I have a burning desire to deal with it, but if I'm going to pay for it...
I understand. But isn't it just that the groom's family is more concerned about these things?
That's not it. I'll tell you what it is. It's because Lord Semine is a noble and I'm just a commoner. Only I've got coin. While he's trying to keep the wolf from the door in that piddling estate of his.
You ought to calm down, Master Bailiff. That kind of talk can stir things up.
You're right, of course. It just makes me mad, though.
I understand. Do you know anything about Radovan's hired hands?
Only what I've told you. But to tell you the truth, I wouldn't mind if they never turned up again.
Why's that?
Well, they might look like butter wouldn't melt in their mouths, and Radovan praises them, but I know people. That pair have mischief in their eyes. I can tell.
That'll be all. Thanks.
What would you like?
How are things, Master Scribe?
What would you like to hear? I don't spread gossip. I only write it down.
Well, Troskovitz isn't exactly a small village. People are probably doing well here, eh?
And why shouldn't they be? The war has avoided our region so far. I think we can especially thank our lord, Sir Otto von Burgau, for that.
And what's your lord like?
Von Burgau? My goodness. He knows how to keep order, just like his Chamberlain Ulrich. Though, sometimes it's not so easy with him.
Who's this Chamberlain Ulrich?
Ulrich von Schaumburg manages the estate of Sir Otto von Burgau. You see, as the royal chamberlain, Sir Otto spends most of his time in Prague. So Ulrich is actually something like the unofficial local ruler.
Are you from here?
No, I'm not. I come from nearby Yichin.
So what are you doing here?
The plague and a spell of bad luck are behind it. The plague took most of my relatives to their maker, and I didn't want to return home after my studies. Bailiff Thrush offered me a good position here, so why shouldn't I accept it?
I'll have a look at the web.
Oh, well, what can you do? Farewell, then.
I should go back. Otherwise, Lord Semine and the captain will leave me behind.
Looking for something in there? Thief! Good to see you.
Well then, young man, how did it go?
They were spotted here, sir. Going to the east, towards Apollonia.
So to Yitchin? The bastards! And what about my goods?
Oh, they were driving so fast, it was falling off the cart.
The thieving scum! Let's hurry! To Yitchin!
Sir, I can send a message to the Itchin captain of the guard.
Oh, it'll take too long. We'll go and get them ourselves.
Don't you be missing preparations for the wedding at home, sir?
I will. Praise the Lord Jesus Christ. If I have to choose between riding to Yitchin and listening to Dorothy's endless fussing, I'll take Yitchin any time. Besides, there's a nice inn along the way. The Three Cats. We can spend the night there.
I remember that place, but I'm not sure, sir, if they'll let the two of us set foot inside the door.
Oh, gnarly, that was 15 summers ago. God knows if the place is even still standing.
True. Still, we'd better keep our eyes peeled. They might not have gone to Yitchin. They could have turned off somewhere. Or something could have happened. They might have been ambushed, maybe.
Will you give over with that? I'll bet my brains they weren't ambushed. More likely we'll find them boozing at the Three Cats.
That'd surely be the best outcome, if that old dive is still standing. Let's go, then.
Can we ride any faster, boys? Holy crap.
So, St. Anthony, which way now?
While you're praying to the patron saint of lost things, go and have a look along the road, Gnarly. And you, Henry, have a look to the left.
All right, sir. But don't forget, my eyesight ain't what it used to be.
Well, that's what we have the youngster for, isn't it? Off you go.
I'd like to be able to zoom in a bit more.
Do I want to send Mutt home? Search! Free!
Blessings to you.
Did you see a cart drive through here by any chance?
All the time, friend, from Troskovich to Yitchin and back. Sometimes even a slow cart with a dead body.
I'm looking for a cart loaded with goods from the blacksmith. Probably moving fast.
Now that you mention it, I do recall something of the like. They even dropped a sack of charcoal. When you go out of the cemetery onto the road, you should see it right there on the right-hand side.
God be with you.
We're getting close. I can feel it in my bones, sir. You'll have the car back in no time.
Carmelka here ain't the youngest, and I wouldn't want to drag it back home myself.
A nobleman in harness. We ain't ever had such a spectacle in these parts.
You might get to see it soon enough. The lords in this country have all gone to the dogs. Every lowborn with a bit of coin builds a house in Kuttenberg while we live in squalor. Why do you reckon that is, lad?
That's a tough question, sir. But nothing happens on God's green earth without his will. If that's the way God wants it, there's nothing you can do.
None of this would be happening if we had a king. And I mean a real one. Not Wenceslas or Sigismund. Oh, anywhere that's not ruled by a strong hand, all sorts of things go wrong.
Especially when you've got Moravian relatives eating you out of house and home.
Hold up. This is strange. I don't see any cart tracks. What do you reckon, Gnarly?
I'm blind as a mole, sir. But it's all peculiar right enough. Where the hell could that cart have vanished to?
Well, that's just it. They had nowhere to turn off.
I'll look up the road a bit. And you, Henry, have a look back along the road. Maybe it fell in a ditch somewhere. Who knows?
Very well, sir.
The blacksmith's cart. And someone went to a hell of a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Hey! I found the blacksmith's cart! Come here!
Well, now, here we have it. The blacksmith's cart.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Of course, the goods are gone. The bastards hauled it off to the rocks. That's clear. Well, we can't let them get away with it. We'll carry on, but on foot. My old young milker would only break a leg there. And keep a sharp lookout. Something stinks here.
I told you, they got ambushed by them bastards that's on the rampage around here, sir.
Oh, be quiet. We still can't be sure of anything.
Careful. Ah, Apollonia. I spent a lot of time running around here as a young lad.
Oh, not me. This place always gave me the shivers.
God's truth, I ain't got only good memories of it. One time, got my legs stuck in a crevice a bit further on. Trapped there all night I was, shitting myself with fear. It wasn't till morning that the folk from the fortress found me. The whole of Sameen was out looking for me.
See, at least you came here as a kid. It still gives me the creeps here.
Why's that, sir? It's just some rocks, ain't it?
You'd sing a different tune if you'd had the rope maker's wife as a nanny when you were little. Now, she had some tales about this place. Headless horsemen, goblins and white ladies. Every night, we'd gather by the hearth. The old woman would sit at her spinning wheel telling stories. I'll tell you, Captain, there isn't much I'm afraid of. But when that blind old crone was croaking her tales of devils and holes to hell, with the fire crackling and the wind whistling outside the windows and the whirring of the spinning wheel... Oh.
It's true about them devils.
Wait a moment. Did you hear that?
There's somebody there. Sure enough.
Let's get closer.
For fuck's sake, you was never ordained Bonza. I was. Stumbled in the forest.
What do we do now? I heard more than two voices.
I used to clamber around here as a young lad. The girls from Slatigo used to come make a fire here and jump over it. And so's their underwear wouldn't catch fire. Sometimes they'd take it off.
That's nice, Gnarly, but I don't think it's scantily clad maidens we'll be running into here. So what's that got to do with anything?
Well, there's a nice view into the gorge from up there. We only have to go back a bit, and we can get up there nicely.
Right. Henry, what are you waiting for? This is just the kind of thing we took you along for.
Sure, sir. With a bit of luck, there might be some girls there, too.
I could do without girls with voices like that. Now get going.
Name is really for a wench. He's got a miserable pair of tits on him. You don't say. You really saw that? I'm not kidding. Bonza, tell him I'm not having him on. You saw it too.
True. He ain't yanking your pizzle. I saw it with my own two eyes. She had... one different than the other.
All right. But that ain't normal. Everyone must be laughing at the wench.
Why? Some people might
Those
like
definitely aren't the
it.
blacksmith's
I don't know
hands.
who'd like that.
Did they do something?
What the fuck do you imagine they do? Light up in the dark?
Leave him be, Hunter. You're right.
So how's it look, Sonny? How many?
I saw 3. And they don't look like Radovan's hands.
And what about my goods?
I didn't see them. It looked more like a patrol. I reckon there might be more of them hereabouts.
Seems we can't avoid a fight. I hope you're ready, Henry.
Sure am, sir.
I wouldn't worry about Henry, sir. He showed his mettle and training. So, how are we gonna do it? Do you just want to charge them, sir?
What else do you suggest?
We ought to pounce on them while we have the moment of surprise.
The words of a real man. So get ready, and we'll go for them. Nice and quick before the bastards realize what's going on.
Ordained, you ignoramus. For fuck's sake, you was never ordained, Hunter.
I was. Stumbled in it. In the forest chapel by Bodira.
Now you're going to get it.
Shut your stuff.
Help me with him.
Should have fucking
Die, you swine. Hey, Henry, get over here. Stop dawdling. What's the hold-up, damn it? What's the hold-up, damn it? Hey, Henry, get over here.
Oh, this day took it out of me, and no mistake.
And it ain't over yet, sir. Your goods ain't here, and none of them bastards look like the blacksmith's hands. Am I right, Henry?
Hard to say. I've never actually seen them, but I don't think it was them.
Me neither. But right past that peak is another good camping spot.
You think this was a patrol?
It makes sense. But I don't want to go assuming the worst. We might have just run into them bandits by chance.
Yeah, well, you were right, as always. Let's go, then. Are you ready, Henry?
I am. Let's go.
I thought we had everything clear, Venser. You tried to fuck with me, so until we ride out, you're gonna stick right there and keep your mouth shut.
We did everything you asked. We got the blacksmith cart and the goods.
Horse shit. You tried to fuck me. That bastard cousin of yours owned up to it.
It was his idea. I wanted nothing to do with it.
Make no difference to me, Venser. You vouched for the crooked fucker. So now, it's on you. Actually, you could consider yourself lucky. If you hadn't saved my ass that time in Colleen, I'd have goat ear skin you alive.
Bastards. You can't trust anyone in these parts. Get ready, Gnarly. We are going to parley.
Like that time at the Shani, sir?
Yes, exactly.
Only there was more of us that time, and less of them.
Oh, don't worry, there won't be a problem. They're just common thieves. Besides, I'll take young Henry with me.
What, me?
And if they're still feeling brave,
you get to try out that new plaything of yours. Ahem, gentlemen, I'm obliged to you for looking after my goods, but I'll take them back now. Just hand them over, and I'll let you go.
Oh, you must be from Samin, sir. Well, of course you can have everything back. As long as you ask nicely, eh? Well, how about we do things differently? You lay down your weapons, and we can all have a nice little chat. Lords, I just want your coin.
That's very noble of you, sir.
What are you gaping at? At them!
To hell with you.
Hammer them, men!
Right!
You're no match for us, fucker! Right! Stand, eh? I'll slice you up!
Yeah, don't spare him.
Slice him up! They got what they deserved, the fuckers! Henry! Hey, Henry! Are you listening? Come here!
Spare me. Oh, do be quiet. We'll decide what to do with you later. What about your family?
Fallen on hard times. That's why I do what
Henry!
So they won't pay half a groschen for you, eh? So, tell me why I shouldn't hang you from the nearest tree, huh?
I'm still from a noble family.
Hey, Henry!
Rich or poor, you can't just lynch me.
Well, who's going to stop me?
The law?
I can't see any law here, but I can see lots of...
What now?
One of them bastards fled into the rocks. Chase him down and bring him back.
But they'd taken him captive. What use would he be to us?
Are you deaf? Didn't you hear what they said? They took him captive because he wanted to drive off with the load. They fucked over Radovan, fucked over his lordship, and wanted to fuck over that bandit too. They were in cahoots. Only the thief wanted to rob the thieves.
Uh-huh.
And they deserve the same punishment, if not more.
Did you see which way he went?
No, I had other things on my hands. Besides, you're the one who's supposed to keep watch.
And what punishment can he expect? Maybe he'd surrender to me if I could promise him something.
Now listen up, Henry. We don't promise nothing to no scum. Never. He'll most likely get the rope. And if you promise him anything else, you'll be lying. Don't forget, a man's word of honor is what separates a noble from a robber.
I'll go and track him then.
Great. Hurry.
And I finish, looting these fucking scum.
I didn't want to nick the car, honest.
I've got you now, Venser. You've nowhere to run to. Yield.
Well, why the fuck would I? It's just you against me. Besides, if I do yield, it's the rope for me anyway.
Who knows what they'll do to you? You might just get a whipping.
For robbing Semine, that old miser. He'll have me strung up from the nearest tree. I'd be better off jumping off the cliff.
Hey, I saw you cozying up with Gules. Seems to me he trusts you pretty much.
What? He wanted to skin me alive.
But he didn't.
What's that got to do with anything, anyway?
Well, I'd say you have a way with the nobles. People trust you. You just say it was the rashness of youth. Pour ashes on your head, and they'll be lenient. You'll tell Lord Semine it was a youthful folly, eat crow, and that'll be that.
Convince his lordship? I'm not sure.
Well, either you give it a try, or we fight it out, or you jump.
Although, Ma always said I could talk my way out of anything. For sure. I'm better at it than fighting with strangers or diving headfirst off a cliff. All right. But only if you'll put in a good word for me. You'll tell them that I gave him up right away. And I don't know, the face of the Virgin Mary appeared in the clouds?
You got it. But I'll try and think up something better than the Virgin Mary.
All right. Let's go.
I've got a prisoner for you, sir.
Excellent. It all worked out quite well in the end. Gnarly will take care of this scum.
What about Gules?
He caught a few good hits, but he's alive. We'll take him with us. I need to have a strong word with him. You did a good job, youngster. You've got heart.
I'd
And
rather
so you
kill him
don't
and take
say
his
I had
armor.
you clambering over these rocks for nothing. Here's something for you.
Thank you, sir.
Don't thank me, you deserved it. And now, let's get that accursed cart back to Semine. Want to ride? We'll go via Troskovitz. We can drop you off there, and you won't have far to Tarkov. You ought to report back to Radovan as soon as possible about what happened with these hands.
A ride would be great. My legs are sore.
Wait until you're my age. Well, let's get going.
I didn't do nothing wrong, I swear. It's all Venser's fault. It was him who said we'll sell the car to Gills.
It weren't like that at all. We shook on it. But on the way, you had the idea we'd keep it.
What?
Look at that shit.
So, job done. The cart was found and driven to Lord Semine's courtyard.
Whew. That's a relief. And what happened to that pair of idiots?
It turned out they tried to rob you.
Oh. They did they?
Aye. They plotted with some robber baron called Gules and brought the cart to him.
The bastards. I should have realized they were a bit too keen on work. And how did you get the cart back?
Well, I went to Semine, and they were wondering there too where the wagon got to. So we rode out to look for it. Me, Lord Semine, and his captain, Gnarly.
Well, God's nails. And the three of you tracked them down. The whole band.
That's right. They were hiding in Apollonia, along with the carts and the goods.
Indeed. Where else? The bastards. And what about my hands?
I'm not sure. Lord Semine took them and Gules to his courtyard. We'll see how he deals with them.
I'd know what to do with them.
Don't worry. I don't think Lord Semine will let them off lightly.
Anyway, the main thing is the cart turned up. I'd be in a right mess if it didn't.
No doubt.
And you've earned a reward for your trouble. I've got just the thing for you. Some mercenary once had his cuirass repaired here, but never came back for it. Who knows what happened to him? So now it's yours. It's been through a bit, but it'll still serve for a while.
Thanks. It'll come in handy. And have you got another job for me?
Young Lord Semine's wedding is coming up, and it's got my head spinning. Look, you must have seen Agnes, the bailiff's daughter, when you were in Truskovitz. What do you think of her?
I haven't seen Agnes. Is she pretty?
Pretty doesn't do her justice. She's a beauty. But she's got such a sharp tongue on her that I don't envy older at all. And how about you, lad? Have you got some lass waiting in Sasau?
Yeah. And I hope she'll wait. Her name's Teresa. Her uncle owns a mill on the river in Ratai.
A girl from the mill? You want to watch out for them types. You might get caught up in devilry, lad. A wedding's a serious business. You're not just getting a bride, but a whole family. So you have to show them you're a man who's worth it. All the more so when you're noble-born. Old Semine wants a special sword forged for his son's wedding present.
Excellent. So what are we waiting for? Should we get to work?
Hold your horses. It can't be any old steel. This has to be a first-class job.
A blade of first-class steel?
That's right. And that's just the problem.
Ah, I see. We don't have any welded steel for that kind of sword, do we?
God's nails. You really know your stuff, youngster. And you're right. We don't have the steel for a strong sword that won't break.
I'd like to know where you're going to get your hands on some welded steel.
Relax, lad. I've got it all figured out, as it happens. There's this old hermit called Ambrose, living in Apollonia.
And he can pray for us?
God's nails, let me finish talking. The word is, he was fighting heathens years ago in faraway Andalusia, and folks say they saw this interesting broken sword in his hut. From the description, it seems our peculiar hermit has a real Toledo blade.
Welded Spanish steel? There's nothing better for a sword.
See now? You do understand. But there's a catch.
Naturally.
They say that Ambrose the Hermit has changed a lot recently. People from far and wide used to go to him for remedies and blessings. But now he won't see no one. I even heard he made a pact with the devil. And there have been other strange goings-on.
With the devil? Why would the hermit make a pact with the devil?
No idea. It might just be old wives' tales.
What strange goings-on?
I heard something in the tavern about some apparition. But that's all I know.
Where can I find the hermit?
Do I look like someone who goes to a hermit for advice? I know he has a hut somewhere in Apollonia. But you'll have to ask the Truskovitz womenfolk if you want to know more.
Right. I'll try to find out more about the hermit's sword. But in return, you'll get me invited to Semine's wedding.
If it means so much to you, why not? Come and see Betty from the Truskovitz tavern. She knows all the gossip. She'll definitely tell you more about the hermit. But Henry, if there's any truth in that pact with the devil, don't get caught up in it. The best sword in the world isn't worth eternal damnation.
Everybody look at my fucking horse, bro.
What would you like?
I'll have a look at the wares.
$103.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Well, I suppose we can try.
Is this enough?
That sounds really interesting. Lower your... Aye, you'll convince me with that price. Doing business. Take care.
No, I gotta go put some shit away. Alright, you won't buy that. Yeah, that's our problem right there. We should go do melee at the mill, he thinks. So when I come back, that's what we shall do. Alright, let's head on down there. Oh, shit.
Hey, Hans!
Are you talking to me?
Who else? Gutenberg, the Hangman's Halter. You really don't remember? Back already, Hans? I thought you'd be gone a lot longer.
Not Hans.
Do we know each other?
Of course. It's me, Joachim. We met in Gutenberg. We had
never
that row
been.
about who had the right to a better pitch at the market. We nearly crossed swords at the cattle market in the morning. But come evening, we were getting boozed up together at the Hangman's Halter. You more than me, I reckon, seeing as you don't remember.
Where is it exactly I'm supposed to be coming back from?
You said you were off to Germany to sell your wares. I gave you some trinkets to see if you have any luck hawking them for me there. Didn't you go in the end?
I'm curious to see your wares.
Wares? Trinkets and baubles, more like. But something might catch your eye. Ah, Hans. What can I do?
I'm not Hans. I'm Henry.
Yeah, right, Hans. And I'm King Sigismund.
I have to get going. So long.
See you later, Hans.
Yeah, right.
You still have a lot to learn, but it wasn't bad.
You think? You really swept the floor with me.
It's just about practice. Come around sometime, we can train a bit. You ought to take a break from brawling for a while. Another pasting or two and you won't be getting up.
I'm not afraid of a few bruises.
Good evening. What do you need, lad?
Careful.
I really need to eat something.
Ah, damn.
What is it? Why are you skulking here?
How about we fight some more?
We'll see about that. And what about the wager? Have you got coin?
Alright. Let's have a little fist fight after a bunch of thievery.
Here it is.
That's the way I
Keep it
like
under
it.
trounced
Let's do
again.
this.
Nice. Nice.
Bam! There you go.
Fuck yourself.
Just you wait.
With one hand behind her back.
Oh.
Nice. Nice.
Praise God.
God damn! You gave me the runaround.
You alright?
Well, a bit of liquor to ease the pain, a bit for the tummy, and I'll be alright. You're gonna be much worse off when Vera's done with you. If you wanted to train a bit before then, let me know. I can show you some tricks. And here's your wager. Spend it well.
I'd like to learn...
What are you
I'd like to learn some...
Thanks. I'll teach you one
I'd like to learn...
What do you want?
How about we fight...
We'll see about that. And what about the wager?
Here it is.
That's the way I like it. Let's do this. Careful.
I thought we were fighting. You took my money, you thieving bastard. What I started to do.
I want to fight. Don't you worry about...
Well, if you've got the coin for a...
Yeah.
Get ready, then.
Right.
You fucker!
Well, fuck me. A stripling like you, and you whip my ass.
You're full of surprises yourself. Not even Pa swore as much when he whacked his knee with his blacksmith's hammer.
Oh, I know. Once a fight starts, my mouth takes on a life of its own. Here's the coin you won, and go and see Crazel. He could send you to Shelioff instead of me.
Where are you doing?
Greetings, my friend.
Well, Miller, it seems I defeated all the hands you have here.
Good work. But it's a shame you didn't show up here before going to fight in Shelioff. I'd have had a wager on you. You know what? Have a few groschen from me, so folk don't say I'm stingy.
Thank you.
And if you get bored fighting my fellows, look around the woods by Kopanina. Seems there's some peculiar fellow living there who knocks 7 shades of shit out of anyone who as much as looks sideways at him.
Near Kopanina, you say? Maybe I'll go and have a chat with him.
Seems he's some herbalist or something, but that doesn't seem right to me. The strongest bloke around and he's growing flowers? If that's true, there's no sense in this world at all.
Well, I hope I've proven I'm not all hot air. Will you tell me more about yourself now?
Can't you just leave things the way they are?
I have to get to know the people I work for, at least a little.
Let me give you some good advice. People will always tell you what they want you to hear. And that's not always the truth. Try to get to know someone through their actions. Those mean more than 1,000 empty words.
Good advice right there.
You seem like a reasonably educated man, Crazel.
Where are you going with this?
Well, I reckon you know some interesting and useful things. If you share them with me, it'll make it easier to endure all that bullshit you spew.
I'm glad you know what you're getting yourself into. Are you interested in the theory of light, kinetics, or vacuums?
That's a bit too fast for me. What I need is the basics.
I have no time for the basics.
Well, I'll be happy to give you some groschen for your troubles.
All right. But don't forget, this will take some time. Throw in a few coins and I'll teach you whatever you want.
For instance, I'd like to know how to pry open a lock properly. Or how to go through someone's purse without being noticed.
I see. The combination of restraint and the mechanics of general acquisition of property. That seems doable. Let's get to work.
I'd like to learn some...
Well, all right. Or a few gross.
I reckon you could teach me how...
That's a true art. It's based on the idea you need to master the knowledge of light. Let's get to work.
Good doggy. Good boy.
How about some more advice on sneaking around in Troskowitz?
You've come to the right man. As clumsy as a blind dog and about as
I focus mainly on my diplomacy.
Talking your way out of a bad situation. But who knows if you'll be able to reach the end of your journey without drawing your sword? What do you want to know? I'll try to explain.
What should I wear to be inconspicuous?
Something dark and drab would be best.
I already
It
listened
won't
to
exactly
those.
command respect. Just don't go. You have to be.
That's all.
So this my unarmed is at 10. No shit, let's take that one. That one's not good right now. 10% more damage, yes. Let's take that one. That's unarmed again. Ooh, that's a good one. Don't need that one. Yes. That sounds like a good one. They're all pretty situational, though. For right now, anyway. That. New activity. Let's go up here. Ooh, a scene of an ambush. Do I want to try it? Yeah, let's give it a go.
You're in for an arse kicking, you piece of shit! You're dead! I'll show you! He's had it!
Now you mind! I surrender! I surrender!
Now go to hell! Thanks to God and the Blessed Virgin. What's wrong with you? You can't rob the dead.
Fuck you can, they don't need it.
God, where is that dog?
Hmm.
Whoa, whoa.
Greetings. What are you here for, friend?
I'd like to compete.
I suppose you want to save your reputation, eh? Didn't do too good last time. What's it to be? Longbow or crossbow?
Hello.
Maybe longbow?
All right, I'll get everything ready and find some fellas. But first, you need something to shoot from. Come back when you're ready. Arrows I can give you, but I want to see you carrying a bow. Got it?
How the hell did my bow get unequipped? Okay.
How can I help you to...
I'd like to compete at archery.
I suppose you want to save your reputation, eh? Didn't do too good last time. What's it to be? Longbow or crossbow?
I think it's a good day for a longbow.
All right. So what do you feel up to? Want to compete with beginners, advanced archers, or masters?
Masters.
Well, fortune favours the bold. I want to face masters.
Fine. Of course it ain't for free, though. Have you got something to wager?
Hang on. I'll see how much I have.
If you're
Yeah,
thinking
here
about
it
getting
is.
the game, I wouldn't hesitate.
So,
It's pretty good.
Can we start?
Wait a while until I get the other archers. Meanwhile, you can get ready and wait for the signal. Archers, get set!
Okay. Middle guy.
And go! That's 5 points. If only my aim was always that good. That's 5 points. If only my aim was always that good. 2 points. Not great, not terrible. If only my aim was always that good. That's 5 points. Shot! 2 points. Not great, not terrible. That's 5 points. Another decent shot. Shot! You might as well just give up. Bullseye.
Oh my eye on me.
I'm shooting like Apollo himself today. Another 5 points.
They kicked my ass. Let's go, man.
All hail to the victor, meaning me. I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Where'd dipshit go?
Take care.
I'm Henry. Who are you?
What's it to you who I am?
I was just interested to know.
Look here, Henry.
Oh.
Did you come to shoot?
Yes, I did. I want to shoot.
Actually, why not? I'd like to do some shooting.
All right then. That's different. In that case, I'm glad to see you here, my friend. See you later, my friend.
Yeah, I think we arrived a little too late. Maybe we can get a...
What would you like?
Yeah.
I'd like to
Again, I suppose. What's it to be?
I think it's...
All right.
Let's take the good...
Fine.
Experience days.
Hang on. Yeah.
Wait. Take up your positions.
And...
Well,
Fine.
it'll have to do.
Hold on. I nailed it.
Well, it'll have to do. Oh, come on. Just one bullseye. That's all I'm asking. Only just hit the edge again. Another decent shot. Pretty so-so. A shitty 2 points again. Bullseye! Smack bang in the middle. Nice work, friend.
I'd like to compete.
Again? I'm not surprised. What's it to be?
I think it's...
All right.
Let's take the good...
Fine.
Hang on. Yeah.
Wait a while. Archers, get set. Let them fly.
Shit, I need to step up my game.
Aircraft. I'm never going to hit the bullseye at this rate.
I'm doing pretty well today.
Well, I've done worse.
Yes! Hit it again! Only just, but it's there.
2 more points in the bag.
Yes! Hit it again! Only just, but it's there.
Another decent shot.
I'm shooting like Apollo himself today.
Nice! Few folks are such a good shot. You deserve every last groschen.
Thank you. I'd like to compete at archery.
Again? I'm not surprised. What's it to...
Maybe.
Or...
Let's take the good...
Fine.
Hang on. Yeah.
Wait! Attention! Let 'em fly!
I'll be back in a bit. Alrighty.
Bloody win! That was going to be a bullseye. Oh, come on, just one bullseye, that's all I'm asking. The edge again. I'm sure I was aiming for the middle. I'm doing pretty well today. Bloody win! That was going to be a bullseye. Bloody win! That was going to be a bullseye. The edge again. I'm sure I was aiming for the middle. Bollocks! No! Hold on. I nailed it! Sucker! I'm not going to win at this rate. Bollocks! No! Hold on. I nailed it! Well, I'll be buggered. You won, but you've
Thank you. I'd like to compete
again. I'm not. What's it to?
I think it...
All right.
Let's take...
Fine.
Hang on. Yeah.
Wait a... Attention! And go! Shit, I need to step up my game. Right in the bullseye! Well, it'll have to do. Bollocks! No! Hold on. I nailed it! Shit, I need to step up my game. Bollocks! No! Hold on. I nailed it! That's how it's done. So what? In battle, it doesn't matter if you hit the heart or the gut. Right in the bullseye! Another decent shot. I'll be buggered. You actually won. Who'd have thought it? Here you go. A well-earned reward.
Thank you. I'd like to compete at archery.
Again? I'm not surprised. What's it to be?
I think it's...
All right.
Let's take the...
Fine.
Hang on. Yeah.
Wait. Take up your positions. And go!
I'm shooting like Apollo himself today. Oh, come on! Just one bullseye. That's all I'm asking. Right in the bullseye. God bless. Shit, I need to step up my game. Some more points in the bag.
Sakra! You're a better shot than me. Here's your prize.
Thank you. I'd like to compete...
Again? I'm not... What's it to...
Bow.
Oh.
Let's take the good old middle road.
Fine.
Hang on. Yeah.
Wait. Archers, get set. And we're off.
Ergot, I'm never going to hit the bullseye at this rate. Shot! Ergot, I'm never going to hit the bullseye at this rate.
You might as well just give up. Bullseye!
Hey, that wasn't so shabby.
Nice work, friend. Here's your prize. Every last groschen.
Thank you. I'd like...
Again? I'm not... What's it to be?
Maybe...
All right.
Nah, I'd rather not get...
Fine.
Hang on. Yeah.
Wait a while and... Archers, get set. And loose. I can live with that. Slowly but surely. For fuck's sake! A shitty 2 points again.
God bless.
The targets are further away today, aren't they? That's 5 points. Nice work, friend.
Thank you. I'd like to
Again, I'm not... What's it...
Maybe.
All right.
Let's take...
Fine.
Hang on. Yeah.
Wait till... Archers, get set. And go! Bloody win. That was going to be a bullseye.
Another point to my name!
Here, got. Never gonna hit the bullseye at this rate.
I hit it! I actually landed the shot!
Here, got. Never gonna hit the bullseye at this rate.
So what? In battle, it doesn't matter if you hit the heart or the guts.
Smack bang in the middle.
Bollocks! No, hold on. I nailed it!
Right in the bullseye.
A shitty 2 points again.
Sakra! You're a better shot than me. Here's your prize.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Good doggy. Good boy.
Go! Quick!
Whoa! Whoa!
Quick!
Easy. Easy. Nice and slow.
Ja! Go!
crone and maiden standing behind the gate. That was in Gable's riddle.
See if I can do this. I did it once, but I used the guide, so I don't know if I remember where I'm going. Maybe we should save it up here. I don't know what that writing glitch is, man. Right there. Stop rolling. Like a tumbling tumbleweed. I'm not gonna look for that now. It's dark and raining. I was actually going back into the castle. Actually, we're just gonna head back to our bed over here in Touch House and take a nap. And I'm gonna take a little break while Henry's napping. Alright.